So for you, is it a vision that you construct to start to think of life that way, or you know, obviously you don't wish
No,
anything bad about on
no, 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 no,
anybody.
no, 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 no. I never leave it. Yeah, I'm at the point where I never leave it.
So that's
I
just the
don't need,
space that you live.
absolutely. Yeah, I don't know why, but I've, I've reached a point of no return. I don't need any event to make me dive headlong into the interiority and the corridors of myself in order to learn about the mind. That's 24/7. That's all I do, and not. It isn't even a doing. I don't have any choice.
Is that something that you try to encourage some of the people that you work with to get into that headspace?
No, no, I don't encourage.
That's something that has to be self-induced.
Yeah, and usually those things happen by way of inspiration. They don't happen by way of information.
One of the tweets that you mentioned, one of the many tweets that I highlighted this week was this whole idea of conflicts between business partners are never solved by compromises.
Yes.
Help me understand that a little bit, because that kind of leads to some of the business relationships that I want to get into with you.
Yeah, conflicts between not only business partners but any relationship. If you compromise, what happens? It's never 50-50, right? Because if each person compromises, then what they have left after they have compromised is just a shell of who they are, and therefore the relationship is the king. I don't think the relationship should be the king, because if the relationship is the king, then that means there's no people. It's just a relationship. So that which you compromise away, you will resent for having been forced to compromise away. So it isn't about compromise, it's about uncompromise. And and that doesn't mean what it sounds like it means. Uncompromised does not mean that this is just the way that I feel and too bad. Well, uh, if there, each person has to reach their non-negotiables. Each person has to arrive at the thing they cannot do or cannot keep from doing. Because if they do that or keep from doing that, whatever that thing may be, then they lose their center, they lose their foundation, they lose their essence, they lose the very thing that drives them, they lose their engine, whatever that may be. So it is about finding what the non-negotiables are. It is about finding what the uncompromisables are, as opposed to compromising for the sake of. That only leads to problems. That doesn't fix anything. And so when two people say that, when each person says in the relationship that these are the things that I'm hard lined on, because not from in a superfluous way, but this is truly in my DNA, and I I can't cross that line, nor would you want me to cross it, because if I crossed it, I wouldn't be the person that you want to be in business with, because that's my DNA. And when those lines are set, then what can be compromised on are the things that you hold loosely. So the things that you compromise on are the things that you don't really care about. You don't compromise on the things about who you are. So I think these things have to be worked out, and these things have to be put on the table. And I think that when you look at things in this manner, it is a fundamentally different approach than it is to say, I'll give a little if you give a little. That doesn't go anywhere. That's empty.